Hello, just before I end this keyword research section, I just wanted to add in one more video right at the end, which is just to really give you an update on how my keyword research spreadsheet is looking, as I followed all the strategies I ran through in the previous videos, and I've actually got a few more keyword clusters that I identified whilst following the keyword research processes. So the first tab is obviously my master tab where I copied all my keywords in. I then got my actual first cluster right here, best table source. So this pretty much includes all the keywords which have buyer intent related to table source, such as, top rated table source, best table source 2021, which is obviously a previous year, table source reviews. These are all keywords that have buyer intent related to table source. I then have my second tab, which is best table source, informational. So these would be all of my informational related keywords. Again, as it's all related to table source, both this tab and this tab would be one keyword cluster. All the keywords you see on the informational tab would pretty much be its own dedicated blog posts, although some of these keywords are going to mean exactly the same thing, just worded a little bit different. So you may still need to merge some of these together and include them in the same blog post. If you do see some keywords on your sheet that pretty much mean the same thing but are worded differently, you're going to make sure you want to basically put them together as a part of the same blog post, but pretty much all the keywords here are all your informational related keywords. So as you can see from the bottom tabs, I did actually go ahead and find some more additional keyword clusters. For example, I noticed a lot of people were searching for best table saws, so I have its own dedicated tab for that, as of course blades are different to actual table saws. A blade is a part of the table saw. Lots of searches for best related keywords to table saw blades, so I've done exactly the same thing after that as well. After finding my buyer intent keywords, which are going to make up the money page, I also did the same thing and found lots of information related keywords related to table saw blades as well. So again, this is another keyword cluster. This tab in particular, I haven't actually tidied it up, so you will notice there are some similar keywords, such as, this one, row 7, how to change the blade on a Ryobi table saw. We've got a similar keyword below, how to change a blade on a Ryobi table saw. So again, these are pretty much the same thing. I wouldn't have two separate keywords just for this and that. Do make sure you do clean up your research sheet, as you want it to be as clean and tidy as possible, as it's going to make your life so much more easier later on in the course. I did actually identify a lot of keywords related to brands as well. So you can see these are searches from people who are obviously looking for a specific type of table saw from a specific brand. So it makes sense to have a branded page on our website as well, reviewing these related keywords. And I did find a lot of related keywords for individual products as well, such as, DeWalt 60 volt table saw review or DeWalt 746 table saw review. So this is a specific type of table saw, and there are searches for that every month in Google, so it makes sense to go ahead and have a dedicated page for that too. Hopefully you can see just how important keyword clustering is, as it pretty much gives you an indication on what type of content you need, and it also gives you an early indication on how many pages you may need across your website as well. Make sure you give keyword research the time and attention that it deserves, as this is pretty much the foundation of what your website is going to be built on. However, that wraps up this section, and I'll see you in the next one.